Storytelling Ron here, and I am doing Nanny Pu'pu. Nanny Pu'pu from Tomb of Annihilation. I just had, over Thanksgiving, I had so much fun playing her with the family. That's our game board night or whatever, game night. I got the family to play D&D. And I'm doing Tomb of Annihilation with my daughters, 2 daughters, and my wife. And, it's based on who can be there. But so I had my 2 sisters, so the aunts of my daughters. So 5 women. And we did Thanksgiving night, just kind of who was there. And they all have characters. I made them little simple characters. My sisters, who don't play D&D at all, totally into it now, totally get it. It's so easy for new players to play, by the way. You just tell them what to roll, and then they eventually figure it out. So just a fighter. One of them had a dwarf fighter, low level, kind of with the dwarves in Tomb of Annihilation, and then the other was Inete, the cleric who was a guide. So I just made her like an NPC, but now she's like kind of a minor character player that one of my sisters plays, if they can come around. A lot of fun. They were at camp. Nanny Pu'pu, man. I didn't know how I was gonna play her, and I just really enjoyed it. So now I want to make a video on it. It was a lot of fun, but let me just quickly. So here's the map of the area. When they come down from Port Nyanzaru, they're at Camp Vengeance, and they've done a lot of fun stuff at Camp Vengeance, helping Captain Niles Breakbone because he's such a goofball loser, and so they're doing all these things for him. They even got the Vorn, so they got the Shield Guardian, dealt with a big siege against goblins. And as they're sort of, for Thanksgiving, you got to figure out, it's short, kind of a one-off kind of little thing. So he just asked them, maybe they could go look around in Inete, the cleric. She wants to go to the Aldani Basin here and look around there. And then I told him about Ambala. So in the mystery of there was once a village up atop of that cliff or mesa, and it's gone or cursed, and and they saw some terrafolk flying around in the distance, so they decided to go check it out and traveled there. And I got this video anyway. How on Rime of the Frostbane, Storm King's Thunder, Prince of the Apocalypse, I totally sort of fix them to what I want or change them, or I'm not into this, so I change it to that. Tomb of Annihilation is probably the one that I'm leaving it as is. I kind of enjoyed just the way it is. So, I changed little things for sure in it, just little things like the goblins. I, made them a little tougher. I didn't do the stacking. I should have, but it got a little complicated. I felt because of how many they were fighting, I just wanted to keep it simple. And I did actually with the stacking, wanted to make them like a mob, but I just made them basic. But, I'm just saying little things like that. I kind of, for streamlining or simplicity, I would do like Camp Righteous. I made the traps a little easier, because when you got your family playing once in a while, they're just not into that tough detail oriented. So I think even when they go to the finale, I'm going to probably simplify down a lot of that stuff, But the story and the setting, I really loved kind of the Chewanga in here. I love it here. I love the whole Chultan culture and the Port Nyanzaru and all that. So it's pretty much kept it the way it is. Anyway, so they went to Ambala. And I will, just so you know, on my Patreon, but this is for free because these are not mine, right? You can see I just Googled Warhammer 40K awesome, or Warhammer Fantasy mod. This is the flesh golem I used for Ambala and Nanny Pu'pu. And I love the art direction of Games Workshop. So that's what these are. And I'm going to put this, I put a couple of pages of Tomb of Annihilation free stuff that I used on my Patreon, and this one will go up there. I think I'll put it up there today, but I try to put up some of this stuff that I acquire online, and this is all, you can Google all these images and just get them. So I'm just saying it's for free though. But anyway, so Nanny Pu'pu is here in the flesh golem, and it was a lot of fun. I even have terrafolk, but anyway, so Nanny Pu'pu's here, and this is I made this map, so this is one of my maps. This is just the top mesa where the abandoned village where she was residing. And it was, I got a picture. I got this picture. I did a picture. Oh well, whatever. It's just that paper mini, and the other characters were here, and they came through, and it was a fun. It was just an all female cast, and they came in, and I did a little help me. They heard a voice, and then I did a little girl, and my daughter, the barbarian, threw a knife because she knew it was, it just hit. And finally, Nanny Pu'pu showed up. At first she just said a voice, right? Because she can be invisible, and I was kind of like I didn't want to do the invisible thing because it's magical and you can't see tracks or nothing. So she could just be invisible any way she wants and not even you can't even detect her without magical means. And the characters are third level. So I was like, yeah. But my other daughter did mage hand and started slapping the air around where she thought she was. And I'm like, Nanny Pu'pu can only be detected by magic. The mage hand is magic. Sounded fine to me. She smacked her and she appeared. So the sorcerer, my daughter, who's the sorcerer, kept using mage hand just to find her and smack her and make her reappear. So that was kind of works for me, And Nanny Pu'pu, though, here's how I played Nanny Pu'pu, and I really didn't even know I was going to do this, but it just came out. Nanny Pu'pu, and okay, so they would ask her, did you kill the villagers? Did you kill the villagers? And she's all, I was just trying to survive. and so she never would answer them directly like an accusation, right? Because that's kind of what evil does. They never answer the truth. They always, oh, I'm just a little old lady in the village all alone. And they were like I was getting on their nerves, as you can probably tell. And then she's all, oh, can you fight those terrible flying beasts, those terrafug for me? And they're like, they kept asking, did you kill the villagers? Did you eat them? They murder people. Go take care of them for me because I'm hiding and scared. So yeah, it was fun. And they kept asking her questions like, accusations, and she's, oh, poor me. Why are you so mean to me? Nanny Pu'pu. It was fun, and they were getting all annoyed, especially my sisters, who I annoy easily. And one of them was like, let's just go. We don't even want to help her. Let's just go back, And the others, and then my daughters are like, well, we gotta do this, man. We gotta, XP, because they think as far as experienced D&D players. But anyway, I just it was a lot of fun. I think you should really, if you guys ever get a chance to DM Nanny Pu'pu and do like that kind of like, it was a lot of fun. So then so there's this map, and I hope you can read that. I don't know who this person is. I just found it on, DeviantArt or Google. And, so I'm just giving them credit. It's not my map. Didn't ask their permission, but I'm assuming I'm just promoting it. But anyway, this is the Terrafolk camp I used sort of down the cliff from Nanny Pu'pu that they went to fight, and that was a lot of fun. I had them standing up here, and it was 50 feet down, and the Terrafolk came out and flew up, fought them here, and I tried to have it where the Terrafolk would grab them and throw them off the cliff. Couldn't do it to the Vorn, the Shield Guardian, of course. And they did it. I finally got to do it with one of the players, my wife's fighter, but her character had a ring of feather falling. The one I could actually get to, they pulled off, but they pretty much killed him pretty quickly because they had some really, like the barbarian was a orc, so half orc, so a lot of damage. And I only did like 6 Terrafolk. I forgot about there could have been up to 20. But that was good because I wanted it to be after Thanksgiving Friday night, just kind of a nice 2.5 hour session, just enough to have fun and then get some treasure out here and some XP and then done. So and then and as they're fighting the Terrafolk, Nanny Pu'pu came from behind and attacked them with the flesh golem while they were fighting the Terrafolk. So that was I knew it. I knew she was evil. So the satisfaction and they killed the flesh golem. They have the shield guardian, but Nanny Pu'pu got away. She went invisible, and they didn't do the mage hand or whatever. They were in the middle of the fight with the Terrafolk still, and she got away. So she's still out there. Nanny Pu'pu. Of course, I kept bugging them with Nanny Pu'pu throughout the next day. or two while they were around. Anyway, so I just wanted to bring that up. That was a lot of fun playing Nanny Pu'pu. Tomb of Annihilation is a fun one to do. I haven't done a video on Tomb of Annihilation. Probably should, but it's it's kind of, I think, good the way it is. I guess I might do more of a guide than a how I play it kind of thing. But anyway, that's I just want to do that video because I had a lot of fun playing her, and it was kind of a, what do you call it, a kind of a thing, an event, a memorable event for our little Thanksgiving thing. All right, that's it. Hope that was helpful, enjoyable. Nanny Pu'pu.